Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming to you on a different note. Obviously by the time this comes out you guys should already know I am expecting. I'm currently 11 weeks pregnant. Did I ever think this day would come? Well, I did, but I didn't, if you know what I mean. Me and Stefan have been together for almost 11 years now, and it's always been something that people have asked us about, like, when are you guys gonna have children? Stefan already has 2 children, my 2 stepchildren, Elisa and Caden, and I have loads of confusion from people that follow me on Instagram, like from school days or whatever, that may think that Ellie and Caden are my children, or my niece Alea that's with us 24/7 is my child. But no, I have yet to bear children. But the time has come, and God has made his plans, and he has made me ready and available to carry thy child. So I am currently 11 weeks pregnant, and me and Stefan are expecting our first child together. It's been a weird one. Obviously I come off my contraception in, I think it was May, and we was actively trying from then, and it happened. I got pregnant in July. Ew. It was a whirlwind. Obviously before this video comes out, I'm sure I will upload a video of like me finding out, because I filmed it all, as you guys have probably seen, so I won't go through it too much. But yeah, I just thought I would make this video because obviously it's really weird, like in the first couple of weeks that you're expecting, even up until that, like the 11th week, you almost just want it to hurry up and like happen and be in like the safe zone. So you want to be at that 12-week stage where you're having the scan. I've not even hit that yet, so I'm still at 11 weeks. So I've got another week to go until I'm 12 weeks, but I've got another 2 weeks till I can get my scan. So it's all a bit nerve-wracking. It's a really testing time at the moment. Currently the only people that know are our parents, so and obviously my brother and sister. So they're the only people that know currently, so it's like keeping like the world's best kept secret at the moment, which is hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot of like feelings that go into it. Like I really want to, like, every day, like I'm checking like how big is it, like how many centimeters is it an orange, is it a fig, is it a chick, is it a what, like, because I have this app and you can like tell the size. It gives you a size range depending on how many weeks you are, and I'm constantly checking it and like figuring it like next to my stomach, like how many is it. But I'm just really shocked because I have been pregnant before and I have lost a baby before. And my furthest pregnancy I've ever got to was about 4 months, and yeah, that was tough. But I was really sick in that pregnancy. Like I was vomiting, collapsing, like doing the absolute most. Whereas this time it's like, are you even pregnant at this point? Like like I've not got any morning sickness, like I'm not vomiting, I'm not really going through like the stages that people complain about most in these like first couple of months. Like I've just not been there, and there's been certain freakouts that I've had where, you know, I've sat there and I'm like, well bro, I'm not being funny or anything, but are you even pregnant? Like I remember when I was like, I think I was like 8 weeks pregnant, and I was actually on course to taking a pregnancy test every day, like just checking, am I still pregnant, am I still pregnant? Because I just genuinely was like, I just don't feel pregnant, like what the fuck is going on? And I feel bad because there's like, I go on like all these like groups, and then these women that are like, oh I'm so sick, I've been vomiting, I can't keep nothing down, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, am I just lucky because I just don't feel none of these things? Like I'm not feeling sick, And I don't want to sound like an idiot, like maybe it is a blessing, but it is quite scary. Like when you're not feeling a certain way, it's so easy to just get wrapped up in the thinking of, is something wrong, or is this right, you know, calling up midwives all times, all hours of the day, just like, I mean, I've even gone as far as going to the hospital and getting an emergency scan because I was that scared. I even like had some like bleeding, which I found out is very normal. It's like, oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's hemoglobin or hemocokin or something, and it's basically when the when the fetus is like, I don't know, something where like it attaches to something, and it's not implantation, so don't come for me, I know what implantation is, but it's basically something that happens, and normally like there can be a bit of blood, but sometimes the body just absorbs it, whereas mine didn't. It decided to come out and give me severe anxiety, okay, stressed me out. So I went all down to the hospital and got a scan, and I heard the baby's heartbeat, and it was honestly vibes, absolute vibes. I'll insert it here so you can see it. So that's the baby. Oh, oh my god, you can see the heartbeat.
Oh, I'm happy to see that. You can see it, and it's smooth in the bed.
Yeah.
Have you taken a picture? Because I'm taking it off.
And yeah, so that was magical. And we was in there, and the lady was like, "You're not allowed to film it," and we were like, "Sorry, but I don't know if you know who we are, but we're not about to just come here all this way and just take up we're video recording it." And that's that, pretty much. I have no say in it, thank you very much. But yeah, so like I said, I'm not really getting any sickness. I'm not really, like, I mean, I get these like hormonal headaches right now because I do get really tired, and that's a lot. Like, I'm always finding my eyes like dropping asleep because I'm absolutely shattered. So that's a lot. I mean, I feel like there's certain foods that I just can't eat. Like, I'm very obsessed with like a buttery stuff at the moment. I don't know what that means. If I find out what it means, I'll put it here, and if I don't find out what it means, I won't insert this clip in. But basically I'm like infatuated with buttery stuff. I don't really vibe with fried chicken anymore, or chips, which is normally my zhuzh. Can't really eat that anymore. I'm not really keen on meat. But obviously since I lost my sense of smell when I had COVID, like what seems like a million years ago, I've never really got my taste and smell back properly. So it's just really weird how things just have like a funny taste. Like, I can't tell you how frustrating it is that every time I wash my hands, or every time I go into a bath with like Radox bath whatever, I can't stand the smell of it. So think about how many times I'm having to wash my hands a day, and I can't actually deal with the freaking smell of hand soap. Like, it makes me gag and vomit. And when Stefan like comes out of a shower and he's like brushed his teeth and he's smelling all nice and fresh, like, that smell to me makes me feel absolutely sick, and I just can't cope. I mean, at this point I'm a dirty cow, because well, I'm not, I'm washing twice a day, but what I'm saying is the smells, like, I'm having to use like certain smells. Like, I can deal with like a pomegranate vibe or like a coconutty vibe, but any citrusy, minty, not a vibe for me. No thank you, not at all. That could take a miss. I'm crying a lot, like a lot. I cry all the time, and the majority of the time I'm crying about nothing. So hold tight, my mum and my sister, for being on call for them teary phone calls, which I believe are very necessary. But yeah, like, I just wanted to just talk through, like, because I just feel like there's a lot of things out there for people that are dealing with like severe morning sickness. And obviously I've got this app that I have on my phone, and there's like groups of women that I'm talking to, and a lot of them women like are dealing with the same stuff. So I'm going to read out a couple of the things that some of these ladies are talking about. I wrote this question on this thread, and it was basically like, I hate to sound like a fool, but I'm actually not getting many symptoms, and this was when I was at 10 weeks. At 10 weeks I hope to feel something. All I currently have is tender nipples. I want to be grateful, but I want to feel something, and which I think is fair. Like, I know I sound like an absolute moron, like I want to be sick. I don't want to be sick, but I want to feel pregnant. Like, I've waited so long for this moment, and I genuinely just feel like, all jokes aside, I want to feel it. I want to, I mean, I've got a long way to go. I'm just coming up to the end of my first trimester, but still I want to feel it. So it was so nice to like just put this message out there and have these women come back to me with their responses. And I was really nervous that I was either going to get like shamed into feeling like an absolute idiot for feeling the way I do, but I got some nice response. And there's this lady that was like, 8 weeks tomorrow and I'm the same, sore boobs and just tired, nothing more. Sometimes I overthink and wonder if it's a bad sign, but I'm choosing to stay positive. And then someone else was like, I also have sore nipples and that's all, nothing else. I eat, sleep and don't feel anything, and I'm 7 weeks. So I just said, you know, thanks guys, it's good to know that I'm not alone. Maybe we are just extremely lucky. And then someone was like, same, I don't feel anything, but occasionally a twinge in the abdomen and sore boobs, but no permanent symptom. Is it normal? And then someone else was like, I'm with you guys. I have no symptoms but sore nipples, and I'm happy to see that I'm not alone. And then someone else wrote back saying, you know, the fatigue isn't that bad either. I'm just tired, so I lay down, I have a nap, and then I feel a lot better. And then there was other people just saying, you know, this is so nice to read that I'm not alone. It honestly is the strangest thing not feeling anything. And then people just coming back saying, you know, I'm just counting myself as lucky, but also eyeing everything so cautiously and waiting for the symptom hammer to fall. I feel like it'll be worse when it comes and I'll have my go at it. Either way, I'm so grateful. It wasn't easy getting here, and sending hugs and happiness. And then someone else in the last message is, I'm 14 weeks now, baby is fine, and had a ultrasound 2 days ago. I have felt mostly nothing, not even hormonal all the way through. We are the lucky lot. So like for me, I found it really useful like going in on these groups and threads and just speaking to other people that feel similar to me, and just showing me that I'm not alone, and that, you know, there are going to be days when I'm going to freak out and I'm going to be like, what the hell is going on, and why am I not feeling anything? But it's also good to check in with other people that are in a similar circumstance to you and understand that, you know what, yeah, we are lucky, and yes, this is also normal, but it's also okay to feel the way you feel, and just don't beat yourself up about it. Like, I'm all normally on here for like busting jokes and whatever, but I go online, and before I wrote this message in this thread, and I would just constantly see like, first trimester, the sickness should be nearly over soon guys, you've gotten past the biggest hurdle, and then I start to like beat myself up about it. Like, have I not really gone through the journey as much as other women have I not really seen the real test of pregnancy? Like, and I know it sounds silly, but you just go through all of these motions and just feel and beat yourself down about it and feel down about it. But then there will be days where I'm like, I've got a pounding headache, or I'm really tired. Like even today, like even just doing this, I'm actually talking about it making me yawn. I'm really tired. My boobs are actually massive. And another thing that I want to talk about, and it's a bit taboo, but baby bumps as well. Like I'm talking about this like, are you not just like 11 weeks into your pregnancy and you're worried about baby bump? But you do. You constantly are like, am I showing? Am I ready? Am I that bitch? Yeah. Am I pregnant? Am I whatever? And I know it sounds ridiculous, but you're constantly like, when am I gonna have a bump? Like, you just want to bump, you just want to feel, you just want to be, you just want to, like, I'm ready for all of the things. I'm ready for all of the things. Just, sorry, I've waited 10 years for this shit. I want to feel it, I want to be it, I want to, you know what I'm saying? And I am not exactly a skinny bitch. But either way, I'm like blabbering on now. To what I'm trying to say is I put on a lot of weight, and I'm just really nervous about how and when my bump will come through, considering I put on all of this weight. And I'm going online and I'm seeing all of these people having their bumps and showing their bumps, and like things online about ultra scans not being successful because if you're heavy set you're not going to be able to see your ute and all of this stuff. Like, so I was just really nervous about that as well, like being overweight. And when I went to my first booking appointment finding out how much I weighed, because I have been avoiding them scales like the plague. Okay, when I tell you I haven't gone near a scale the whole of lockdown, because I'm just like, I'm just not doing it. Why would I do it to myself? Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put myself on a scale and find out how big I am and just stress myself out. I thought, you know what, I'll get through lockdown and then I'll lose weight. And lockdown just never ended. It just was always there. It was just always happening, like lockdown after lockdown. And I just thought, no, I'm gonna beat myself up about it. Everyone was like, yeah, lockdown 15, like put on all of this weight. And I was like, yeah, we're all just gonna be fair bitches together, ew. And then yeah, the lockdown just consistently proceeded, and then people around me were losing weight, and I was like, okay. So I got into the gym, I got into swimming, I was doing all of that, I was doing the most. I was like, yes, 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 I'm proud of myself. Sorry, second. And I was doing the swimming, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't seeing much of a change. But then again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will also know my eating habits also didn't change. So like I said, I wasn't really helping myself. So anyway, went to the first booking appointment, found out how heavy I was, because I had no choice. Like, they weigh you, they take your bloods, and they tell you all of the things, and you're just like, right. So found out how much I weighed. Wow. Okay. And then I started to go in panic mode, like, okay, I'm gonna go swim, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna do all of these things. And then I had the little accident where I had to go to the hospital, and the midwife was just like to me, chill out. Okay, you're not going to be able to lose weight. Now is not the time to lose weight. You're going to just have to take it easy, eat healthily, be sensible and smart about your eating habits, and work out in moderation. Don't exert yourself. So then it's then dealing with the fact that, okay, and then I'm speaking to people like friends and family, more so family. I'm not going to out the family member that said it, but was just like, you know, you could put on like 3 to 4 stone in pregnancy. Like, sorry, what? I could put on more weight than obviously I know I'm going to have a bump, I'm going to get bigger. I'm aware of these circumstances, but 3 to 4 stones heavier than what I am now is unacceptable, and it's not allowed. Like, when people say, oh, you're eating for 2, no, but you're not really. There's a couple of extra calories that you need to intake, but there is no need to be adding 3 to 4 stone onto the body weight that I already have. It's not necessary. It's not wanted, okay? It's not needed. So I'm just here like, am I ever going to have a pregnancy? But am I ever going to have a bump, or is this just going to be fat? Like, because at the moment I'm waking up and Stefan's like, oh, I think you've got a bump, and I'm just like, can you just not? Because I'm 11 weeks, there's no fucking way I've got a bump yet. I'm just fat, it's water weight, it's water retention. I'm just constantly beating myself up about it, and then just worrying like, when am I going to see a bump? If I'm just going to be putting on all of this weight, when am I actually... I'm just freaking out. And I think these are things that people don't talk about, like plus size bumps. Like, is that even a thing? Yes, it is, because this is the person that's going to be having one. Like, I may carry my weight well, and I've like, my best friend Aisha, she always says this to me, like, regardless of how big you feel, baby, carry it well. I mean, I love her, and I love her for the part she plays in my life, because she is honestly one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I love her for it. But when I'm going into shops and I'm not even going to tell you, this is how, I may get to a point where I feel comfortable. When I tell you the size clothes that I'm wearing at the moment, and I know obviously I wear big oversized jumpers and stuff, yeah. Well, I'm currently still hiding my pregnancy. But when I'm telling you the jeans and the stuff that I'm having to wear right now to feel comfortable and not feel obese, yeah, it's depressing. Like, I had to go out the other day, like I got I done well and I got rewarded for it at work. So I had a certain amount of expenditure this month, and I was like, I need to buy new clothes. I need a whole new wardrobe, because at the moment I went into the office the other day and I wore an oversized baggy top and bicycle shorts. Do you know why? Not because I thought, oh yeah, let's just do up fashion. I'll insert the picture here of me, yeah. That's what I had to wear because nothing else would fit me. And it got to the point where I was in tears on the edge of the bed, like, Stephen, I can't go anywhere, I'm so fat, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, that's enough now, you're going shopping, and you're going shopping, and you're gonna go and figure this out and get yourself some new clothes. Because I was just going and taking his outfits, like I was taking his t-shirts, like, and just rummaging his wardrobe. All of this is to say that there's so much joys and so much happiness that is revolved around me getting pregnant. I'm so happy. Like, I am beyond excited and ecstatic. But there's also things that people don't talk to you about, like being overweight and pregnant. It is scary, it is worrying. Gestational diabetes is a thing, and not being able to lose weight while pregnant. And I know that's not something that you should be thinking about or even worrying about, but losing yourself is also something that you don't want to do in a pregnancy, and it's easily done. Like, you always hear about people that lose themselves in getting pregnant and dive themselves in. I don't want to do that. I deal with depression. Like, I've had to come off my antidepressants because I don't want to be, you know, having antidepressants while I'm carrying. So I've come off my antidepressants. It was a process, I didn't just jump off of them, but that's something that I've also done. Like, I'm making these big drastic changes and it's scary. And if anyone wants to sit there and say to you, you know, it's the happiest time of your life, yes it is. This is one of the most excited times of my life. I've been waiting to be a mum since I was a little girl. This is all I've ever hoped for. I've helped raise so many children in my family, so many children around me in Stefan's family. I've been a part of their lives, their upbringing, and it's my turn now. It's my turn now, and I'm trying to think solely positive about it and not be so negative. But just know that there are negative days. There are days where you feel shit. There are days when you don't feel comfortable, and that's fine. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about my first trimester. I don't know if I've missed anything or if I've said too much, but we all know me, I do the most at the best of times. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Welcome to my pregnancy journey, bitches. Ow.